This is Ling Chi, brush painting for beginners. It's almost end of October. Most of the area in the world is hitting the beginning of fall, or some of the colder area already really into fall. We saw a lot of Facebook posting of beautiful yellow and red leaves in the area, and that inspired me to do something related to the fall scene. And I have done a couple samples. This first one is a depiction of our fall leaves gift lesson. If you don't have it, you might think about getting one. And then the second one, all these paper are done on the semi-size Xuan, so I can do the background. The second one is the base was from the first one, similar, but I did add additional background to it to make the leaf pop out. So only semi-sized paper can do this. The unsized paper will be very challenging. And then the third one is complicated fall leaves scene. And then the last one is what we're going to demo today. We simplify into a tree with some fall foliages. So these are all done on our semi-sized Xuan paper, which is sized, Xuan paper has some sizing to it. So it's about, I would say about 30% sizing. And that's the paper. The brushes I'm going to use is our full moon brush, or any brush you have which has some body to it, not too skinny, have a good tip, but long. For the tree trunk, I will show you why I wanted that. And then for the leaves, I'm using our Biff brush, and this is another function to use Biff brush, and I show it today. So, and then it's less than you do one leaf at a time. And then the last one is our small flow brush, and which will accent a little bit. This is the least important, or if you have any small brush, you can use the accent. On the color, I'm using a very simple our companion set, and I'm going to use the green, the ochre, the brown, and then the vermilion, and then the carmine. So I don't use a lot of color in this composition, so you can use other watercolor you have to make it that way. The ochre is the only one that I think you need to do a little mixing if you don't have that, which is green, add yellow, add vermilion. We'll make a ochre, then right now I will show it to you. So out of this palette, now I have a green. And I'm adding a little yellow to it. So this is the orchid, and then in our case that I happen to just have the orchid directly from the pen, so I'm going to soften it up to use that. The second color is the base for the trunk is brown, so all burnt sienna in your palette. And then I will use some ink our best bottle ink. All right, I'm going to start this composition. So like I said, a long, good tip brush with volume on the body. And I show you why I need volume. And brown. So this is my base for the tree trunk. I start with the almost flat brush. So I have a tip here, and I'm pulling a little bit in here. And then go back and have some more. And then I will do the same on the other side. So I want you to see that this two area, one is longer than the other. So that's the essence of this composition, is that always, whether we do the leaves or branches, we are always having host and guest. And then anybody who has moisture control issue, this is a good paper to do, because it does not have too many running issue. And then I'm going to do this little tree on the side. Okay, then I'm using the tip of the brush, using some ink to accent what I have on the tree trunk. So, like I said, host and guest. So on here, everything is thinking about so you can see I'm not, my two side is a little bit different. So they don't look like little soldier standing by themselves. So you can see this brush, that one brush, I can do everything. Okay, and then on this big tree now. So this is a little bit bigger than this side, so this is a smaller branch. So you can see this is my host, this is my guest. And then going to be here. Okay, so this is the tree I'm going to build on the leaves. So on the leaves, you know, you could use a small brush like Flo, do one dot at a time. And I'm going to show you something today that so much easier, just doing the cluster of the tree. So I'm using ochre in the base. And then a little bit vermilion and a little bit yellow on both sides. So then I'm starting to do the cluster of the trees. And you can see that. And then if I want to later on, I can add some green too. Ochre with the vermilion and the even use a little green on the base. And then ochre, green, vermilion, and blend. You can see how fast and easy this brush is making me. So I'm adding a little green to it. You know, it's like some of the leaves already turning green and some haven't.
And that's the Biff brush you're using now.
Right, this is the Biff brush. And then I have a small flow brush. I'm going to use some red with carmine. to add additional color to make it more interesting. You know, like I remember the first time when I went to New England and I landed on the airport and I was just astonished how red everything is. So this is what I'm doing to show you there are some red. All right, and then I have a little ink to do, it's like on the tip of the branches to make sure that they have an easy transition. So then I do some of my happy dog. All right, and then the last part, which is not the least. So when the light hits these leaves, you see some shininess that we're not showing here. So what I'm doing is I'm using either a pearlescent color, which you sell at a very budget-friendly price, or you, if already from other classes, you did the mica color, which is more intense. You can also use that. So what I'm doing is I'm using 2 tones of gold. So this gold, and then with the warm gold. So I'm adding some gold to the original composition to show the lights going through it. So this is it. Happy fall, and I'm going to sign this with the Chinese character autumn. And then my name, that side. Well, I hope you have fun with this subject. You can add so much more to the background, but for me, this is a very simple way to show, express, to welcome the autumn. And happy painting. See you next time.